Hello everybody, my name is Annette Cheney and I'm the Director of Global Partner Programs here at Denodo. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to talk you through the evolution of the Denodo Partner Program and some of the changes that you're going to see happening over the next few weeks. Okay, so let's make a start. One of the first things I'll do just to kick off is let you know what I'm going to touch on. So first, I'm going to cover our Denodo partnering principles. So what our strategies and how we like to partner with partners in order to help you be more successful in the market. I'll also recap some of our partner benefits. And then in the second half, that's when I'm going to talk about some of these partner program changes. So I've bucketed them into two areas, and they are mostly around the tiering structure. And the second set of changes, they're around the training and certification, where we've got some exciting news for you guys. And then I'm going to wrap up with a brief summary. Okay, so let's jump in with the Denodo partnering principles. So here on my screen, you can see 5 key partnering principles. I'm going to start in the top right corner with growth. And when I'm talking about growth, this is our growth strategy. So Denodo is invested in growing our partner network, and it's a crucial part of our near and long-term strategy. And by 2025, we expect to double the amount of business that's being driven through partners. So it's critical for us. I'm going to start to move clockwise. So relevance. Relevance is very specifically in relation to market relevance. So as many of you know, Denodo is the leader of data virtualization and has been for many years. And this really gives partners a competitive edge when they're in the market because they have a very unique technology that they can offer to their own customers and prospects. Diversity. So this is with respect to ecosystem diversity. And I'm not only talking about the spread of partners that we have across the globe from South Africa to India to Italy, but I'm also talking about the types of partners that we partner with. So we have relationships with everyone from small boutique consultants to very large global system integrators to value-added resellers and technology partners. Excellence. So this is with respect to customer excellence. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about the fact that we at Denodo, we don't look for a large amount of partners. We're not focused on quantity, we're focused on quality. So we don't sign lots of agreements with thousands of partners across the globe. Instead, we're looking for long-term, trust-based relationships with select companies. And our belief is that working with these select group of companies, we will be able to empower you to provide your complementary services to our joint customers through your consulting, your joint solutions, your solutions architecture, design, and implementation. And this is the customer excellence that we want to achieve. And this leads me really nice into our final partnering principle, which is about opportunity. And this is very specifically services opportunity. So as many of you know, we have had long-standing Denodo partners for years that have built very profitable practices around services and implementation of the Denodo platform. And we work with these partners in order to help them increase their market share, build new customer relationships, facilitate new relationships for them, and really enhance that customer experience. Okay, let's move on now, and I want to talk a little bit about our partner benefits. So here you can see our 4 pillars of success of those partner benefits: sales, enablement, marketing, and engagement. On the sales side, this is from a monetary perspective. We obviously receive a lot of benefits in the way of partner margins, MDF, and rebates, but we also have other benefits as well, such as sales excellence awards, executive VIP meetings and dinners, assigned channel managers and pre-sales engineers, and a lot more. Enablement. As you probably know, and I know a lot of you who are listening into this have already done a lot of training and enablement. It is free. So all of our on-demand training and certification is free for partners, as well as all the remaining content that you have available to you on the partner portal. Live enablement sessions, toolkits, and a lot more. Marketing. So we join hands with partners in joint marketing campaigns, but you also have a marketing automation tool that's available to you with ready-made campaigns in a box that you can populate with your value proposition and launch to your own customers and prospects. We also provide co-funding, and this is for our marketing-ready partners, so those partners that are trained, enabled, and have their value prop ready in order to attack the market mutually with Denodo. And then the final one is engagement. Obviously, you have the partner portal. We also launch those monthly enablement sessions. We have a dedicated quarterly newsletter. We have speaking opportunities for partners at our user conference and also opportunities to participate as an attendee, also as a sponsor, and a lot more. Okay, I'm going to move into the second half of the presentation now, where I want to start to talk about some of those changes. And like I said, I split them into two. The first half is about the tiers, so this is where I'm going to start. Now, what you can see on my screen are the 4 tiers that most of you are familiar with: Platinum, Gold, Silver, and Foundation. And the first change that we're introducing is a new tier that's known as the Registered tier. And this is for contacts and individuals that have access to the partner portal. Typically, they're required to sign a terms of use agreement. It's an online agreement. And then once they have fulfilled the requirements of the next level up, which is Foundation, then they can transition and start to move up to the tiers. And it's when they get to this level that they would typically sign a partner agreement at the account level. Next change for tiers. So we have also introduced some sales targets. These sales targets have been introduced in order to align with our internal Denodo sales and partner strategy to ensure we are attacking the market jointly with our partners, our sales directors, and our internal channel managers. You'll see here for new partner-sourced customer logos what the targets are for Gold and Platinum, and you'll also see that we now have an ACV partner-sourced revenue target as well. The next one is we've remodeled some of the competency targets, or some of our training and enablement targets. And the main change here is, for those of you that have been with us for a while, we used to have a POC and implementation requirement in order to scale the tiers. We've now removed that, so it's not required to scale the tiers. It is still part of the partner program, and we strongly recommend it. And it would be required if you want to be recommended for services by Denodo. But in terms of tier scaling, it's no longer required. And then the last thing I just wanted to pop on down the bottom there is just a recap of the marketing requirements. There's no change to the marketing requirements. However, as most of you know, we really look for those partners that are marketing ready in order for us to join hands and do some marketing together. And by the way, you can scale up the tier at any time during the year. You don't have to wait for your end of the year results to be able to scale up. So if you're able to meet the requirements mid-year or through the middle of a quarter, we can automatically boost you up and you can start to reap those additional benefits of the upper tier as well. Okay, now I'm going to move into the second set of changes, which was about enablement and training. Now, I think a lot of you are probably familiar with our enablement and training phases, but I'm just going to take 60 seconds or so to recap, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. So we have 4 phases, starting with business sales ready. This is about identifying the sale and being able to teach our partners how to identify an opportunity and evaluate if your partner or prospect is a good fit for data virtualization, and also be able to talk to those use cases. Once you've done that, you move into phase 2, technical sales ready, where your customer starts to ask technical questions. So you want to be able to talk about the data architectures, use patterns, and things like that. Once their technical queries have been satisfied about security, performance monitoring, and so forth, they want to see the platform. And it's when you normally deliver a demo and you move into demo ready. So in this phase, we teach you how to execute a demo. And then once you've really got them hooked in, that's when they want to see it working in their own systems. And it's when you move into POC phase. And so here we teach you how to execute and launch a POC. And you can see it's clubbed with implementation. That's because the training and certification behind this step is essentially the same whether you're implementing for POC or in a live customer environment. Now, like I mentioned before, the POC implementation ready is still part of the program, but it's not required for tier escalation. Okay, and then one of the last things that I want to be able to share with you is in relation to these steps that you're seeing, we are introducing some new courses. We're introducing some new courses for the business sales ready and the demo ready. So I'll show you those right now. So here you have the business sales ready, and there's a bit of extra information on this slide. I'm not going to read through everything, but the 2 things that I want to draw your attention to is the new business sales course that is going to be launched. This is really to teach you how to seed the concept of data virtualization with your customer or prospect. And associated with that is a new business sales certification. The next one, as you remember, was the technical sales ready. There's no change to that. And if I move on to the next slide, you're going to see the demo ready here, and we're introducing a new demo course and a new demo certification where you will really have hands-on training in how to launch one of these demos independently in front of your own customer or prospect. And then the last one, like I mentioned, is the POC and implementation ready. No changes to that one, that's all still the same. Okay, so to wrap up, let me just give you a little summary of what those key changes are. Like I said, they're grouped into two separate categories, tiers and training and certification. On the tiers side, we have revised the structure and we've added the new level of registered. We have revised some of the sales targets. We've remodeled the competency targets. And like I said, the tiers can be earned anytime during the year. You don't have to wait for the end of the year. On the training side, we've got some brand new courses for you guys that are going to be launched very soon on business, sales ready and demo ready. And like I mentioned before, the POC and implementation is no longer required in order for tier escalation, so it might make it a bit easier for you. Don't forget, on-demand training is free for all partners. You can register on the partner portal. And if you need access to the partner portal, just go to partners.denodo.com and click the request an account button. And if you have any doubts, you can contact myself or your channel manager, or of course you can email partners@denodo.com. Thanks very much for tuning in. Like to see you soon. Bye.